happens.
Good luck. What are you trying to do?
Your mother. Okay. Hey, Starkey. That was fast. See if the Discord bot worked. Eric, the Discord bot didn't do anything. Unless it takes a while, then I don't know. Or morning or afternoon. Yeah, it's not quite evening here. Just gonna wait a little bit. Oh. And see. Just in time. Before I explain what I'm doing, I'll wait a little bit. I've got my windows all messed up. Oh, hey. So why do I use a SAN? I don't actually use the SAN. The SAN's there to learn fiber channel. I have an unraid NAS for actual storing stuff. Didn't have the okay. Set this stuff up so I can actually see everything. I need more monitors. Okay, so what I was originally planning on doing today was setting up a Azure stack, but I was doing a little bit more research on it, and I think I'm gonna have to get more RAM. I'm gonna pull it from one of my other servers and set it up, and I also need some other stuff, and it's gonna take quite a long time to set up, and I also have to download a bunch of stuff. I need to download like 20 gigs worth of stuff, so I think I'm gonna set that up later on tonight just to download everything. And then I also need to install Windows as well. We might install Windows, that's easy to do. If I could deploy it with okay, let's I got my chat in OBS, which works now, so I can actually see. Oh, and it says the number of viewers too. Cool. Let's see if these buttons still work. Why are they not working? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong ones, that's why. Okay, so this, I'm just looking at, because someone said in the comments to a previous video, to the rack update video, that you needed to have certified hardware for it. So there's actually a Windows Server catalog that shows which hardware is certified for what. So I have Dell R710s, is what I plan on doing it, and it's Windows Server 2012 R2 certified, which is the requirement for Azure Stack. Let's bring this back over here. So you actually have to run a script that prepares or it checks that everything, like all the requirements are there. I also need 4 disks. they need a minimum of 140 gigs, but I read further on, and they all have to be exactly the same as well. So I gotta find 4 disks that are the same size. I think I have 4 1 terabyte disks that I can use for this. But I might buy some like 250 gig ones just for this, just so I don't have to waste that much. Because I'm not gonna store that much space on this thing. And then I need 96 gigs of RAM. I only have 64 in it right now, so I need to move some of my RAM around out of the other servers. What's the volume of my Unraid server? Right now I have 6 terabytes, I think, worth of space, and I'm not even close to using it all. And then I've got a bunch of other hard drives to put in. I'm going to swap out my Parity drive to... I have a 2 terabyte drive that I'm going to swap out for my Parity drive, and then I can get bigger sized drives eventually. And then I've got a bunch of 1 terabytes that I can throw in there. I can only use 8 out of the 12 8 of the 12 drive bays right now, just because you need an extra. I need another LSI card. Yeah, the Noctua fans are like 100% quieter than the fans that were originally in there. Eventually, when I get my rack out of my bedroom / office type thing, once it's in another room, I'll probably put the other fans back in just to get more cooling. Because the Noctua fans, if you're packing it full of drives, they don't do nearly as well to get rid of that amount of heat. But just for, like, I have 6 drives in there right now, and it works fine for that. The SAS drives, I have 3 SAS drives in it, I think, and they get a little bit warmer than SATA. So that's just one thing to think about, I guess. But today I'm making, someone suggested in the last stream, if I can find my sticky note, to do a tutorial on VoiP stuff. So I'm going to reset up my old PBX and set up my SIP, which I think I used Twilio as my SIP trunk provider. Twilio. See if I still have credit on there. Settle down there, Steven. Let's go back over here. So this is the site that I use for SIP trunking. Just because, I don't know, there's a ton of SIP trunk providers out there, but this is more... this is for developing apps that use SMS and voice, and using the PSTN for stuff. And they give you a bunch of credit to... Let's see if my credential's saved. Okay, let's switch. And I should still have credit. Is that the password? Nope. I should still have credit on here if I can remember what my password is. Is it cost effective? Yeah, actually. If you're not using it for, like, I don't know, I don't have a home phone. So the only reason why I have the trunking so I can get out to the PSTN is because my apartment building buzzer, I can only use a local phone number for it, and I'm from further out of town, so I don't have a local phone number, so they won't let me use my cell number for my building buzzer. And it's a pain in the ass when you get like Amazon packages and stuff, because they won't call you. And I needed that for I don't know, to get deliveries and stuff. So I just got a local number on Twilio, which I'm gonna try not to show off so people don't call me. Is that my password? No. Maybe I used a different email for this. Either way, this part's not that important yet. Is that it? Hey, I got it. Okay. Questions. Mining stuff. I've never set up mining just because I pay for electricity, and I calculated that it's not worth the heat and the power that I have to deal with. And I also don't own graphics cards or ASIC miners or anything that are decent at it. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't mine. I have a friend of mine that does it, or did it, for Ethereum. But he also didn't pay for electricity, so. See if I still have account credit. It would help. Yeah, that's the same way. Like I don't have TV, like I don't have cable TV or whatever. I just have internet and my cell number, and that's it. I don't need a home phone. Sub accounts. Do I still have my number? Yay, I do. I'm gonna have to keep this. When was these? 11:02. Oh, we'll deal with that later. I'll put that over here so I don't accidentally show my phone number. So I downloaded FreePBX. Let's move this over here and switch over back to this. What's nice about FreePBX, see, what I've used in the past for VoiP is Asterisk, which is a standalone package for Linux where you can, it's basically all command line and config files where you set up your thing, like, or your VoIP system. FreePBX is basically like a shell around it, and it gives you an interface to do everything you did before, so you don't have to type out a complicated dial plan. It makes the dial plan for you. It's possible to patch a phone number through your computer, right? So your computer could count as your home phone? Yes. Well, you can get a Skype number, which I've had for a long time. I think I just let it go. But yeah, this, if you have a PBX set up like what we're doing now, you can hook it up to the PSTN via a SIP trunk provider, which I'm going to use Twilio just because it's free for now, and then you can have like a soft client on your phone or on your computer, like Xlite. Let's see if I still have Xlite on here. Yeah, so Xlite is, if I open this, Xlite is like a desktop. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my sound. It's fine. Let me know if my like mic gets messed up or something like this, just because if this might take over my audio or something. Where'd it go? Oh, I lost it. Okay, I missed what I completely forgot what I was talking about. Let's get this stuff. Why is this like that? I'm gonna move this ISO. Whoops. Move the ISO to my unraid server just because I save everything that I have. Yeah, I just finished my computer science degree. If I can remember the IP to my unraid server. I'll move this over there. And then all I have to do is, we're gonna build a VM, basically. So, oh, by the way, if anyone was watching earlier, I did get the, or watching on Wednesday, I think was the last stream. I did get the GPU working. It took about another 5 minutes. I guess I could go over what I did. What's an HMC or HND? I guess I could Google it. Higher National Certificate. We don't have those here. I don't. So that's like in the UK. I see. Cool. Yeah. Something you can get certs online pretty easily. Stuff like certs in AWS or Azure, that helps out a lot. Or if you're interested in networking, you know, get your Cisco certifications or your Juniper or even just general. And those ones are relatively not that expensive. Yeah, let's just go over what I did with the graphics card quickly because it's, I think it's under options. So what I had to do, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was having an issue with what's it called? VNC not showing up when it was running. It was the let's go back to options. Where's the PCI device? It's not there. Is it under hardware? Yeah, okay. So the PCI, the XVGA, setting that to on, basically, I guess, makes the output go through the graphics card. And if I wanted to hook up a monitor or something to it, having it off lets you go through VNC again. And then another thing was this needed to be running OVMF BIOS version on Proxmox, and I also needed to reinstall Windows because apparently installing Windows before setting up the PCI pass-through, it wasn't working properly. I think that's about it. Then it was just working. I booted up Windows and it was working fine. Then I tried to install the AMD drivers and it crashed the entire system. So I just let the Windows default generic drivers or whatever run it, and it works fine. So it took over some load from OBS and I tested it out, and now I have that, I guess. I don't use it for these streams just because I'm not doing anything CPU intensive on this, but if I'm, the original reason was for Tarkov. So let's make a new, I don't have my PBX in here anymore. Let's make a new VM. Oh, actually we need to upload the ISO. That's in here. So these are basically the only ISOs that I use for stuff like CentOS 7. I like CentOS over Ubuntu just because that's what I got used to back in the day, and Red Hat stuff. Windows 10 is what I built the that Windows machine on. Server 2016, pfSense, the newer release for the VM. Or no, that's an older one. Maybe, I don't know. It's whatever this pfSense VM was running, and then Ubuntu 16.04. We're going to I think you could use it for Plex transcoding. I'm not 100% sure. It's an old card, so I don't know what it's really capable of. I just wanted it so it would take over some of the, instead of using the CPU for driving the display of OBS, the graphics card would handle that, and the CPU could do all the encoding. But if you had a card that supported it, then it would I wouldn't see why it wouldn't work. So we need to upload something, which is in here. What was it called? SNG FreePBX 64-bit. That's what we want. We'll send that over to the Proxmox server. Let's see if it gets up to 100 megs. Is this megabytes? Seems like it's going fast. Or is this megabits? It's gotta be megabytes, but that's faster than gigabit. I don't know. What am I looking at here? That's gotta be megabits. No, it's just an Ubuntu, or not Ubuntu. It's yeah, okay, yeah, it's 700 megabits. Oh, that's the total file size. I'm retarded. I thought that was the transfer speed. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. And it is megabytes. It's an iSCSI drive. No, it's my my Unraid just network share. I think they SMB share. That's the first super chat I've got. Is that a super chat? Thank you, Eric, the Discord admin. If you guys don't know, there's a Discord server now we put up, and I went to sleep last night with like 3 people there, and now there's like 20, and there's like 300 messages over last night. Well, that was really delayed. It shows up in the chat way before the Streamlabs stuff picks it up. Okay, maybe I thought it was an IP address. Oh, okay, yeah. You can set up all kinds of different share types with Unraid. I could go over it, but I do have a video on my actual Unraid setup for when I built that server. Is this done now? Okay, we got this. Let's do a new VM. That node, let's call it FreePBX. That's my stupid naming scheme. I don't like it anymore, but now that I have everything like that, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. ISO image, we're gonna use that. OS is Linux. Hard disk, use IDE. I don't know what's recommended for this actually. I don't think I need a lot. Oh well, we'll just give it like 15 gigs. CPU, let's give it 4 cores. Why not? Actually, it doesn't need that much. Let's do 2 cores. Memory, let's give it 4 gigs because I have tons of RAM that I'm not using. And we want it on, we need 2 network interfaces. I want one on VLAN 10. And I'm going to use the Intel E1000 just so it shows up as ETH0, ETH1. Okay, I thought it was why Proxmox versus ESXi. I used to have ESXi, and I still use ESXi on the servers I have in data centers, or a data center, one server that's in a data center. But it's just because I wanted to work with clustering and stuff like that, and I didn't feel like buying vmug. So that's basically the reason I like to tinker around with open source stuff. Planets in the solar system. Yeah, I think those are cool naming schemes where you give like planet names or Greek gods and stuff like that. But I like giving it let's make sure this is all correct before I carry on. I like giving it something that means something to me. So when I look at it, so I look at this one. This is an application server. It's running like my Grafana and stuff for dashboard. This is OpenStack Undercloud. And then I used to start with PVE just to show it was a virtual machine, but I switched to basically I wanted to separate environments between production and development, just kind of because that's what, I don't know, just because I felt like doing that. So PR is production, like my NVR stuff that's important. I guess I could probably not have used it for these ones, but I like to have just in the middle. You know exactly what it means, and then like I have a second app server set up for it was running like Node.js and stuff like that. You can also leave notes, I think, on these. I think. If I can remember where to go to do that, maybe under options. I don't know. I know in VMware you can set notes for VM. Oh, it's right here. So what I should do is like add Node.js server or something like that, and then you kind of know what everything is. But like this is continuous integration Jenkins. I wasn't gonna have more than one of those. pfSense. My video recorder, wireless LAN controller, MAS, Juju, RTMP. You know, it just kind of makes sense. Hey, DJ Vincent. We're deploying a PBX right now, and I was just talking about my naming schemes for servers. Earth and the Moon. Okay. Let's I want to add another network device to this because I want I need the trunk, and I need it on VLAN 99 because that's the voice VLAN, and let's add that. Basically what I'm doing here is just remembering how to do this so that when I go and do my tutorial video, I kind of have a idea of what I'm doing, so I don't have to stop or do cuts and stuff like that. It just makes it easier. Zen server? No, I've never used Zen server. I was the one place I worked used Zen server is by Citrix, right? They used Citrix, and I heard all kinds of not favorable things about it. I don't know. It could be amazing. It could be not. Who knows? I don't use it just because I like Proxmox, and I actually really like VMware. But, standard house circuit. So I'm in Canada. Our wall plugs are 110 volts, I believe. 110 volt, 15 amps. And I'm currently drawing, if I look at my UPS, actually my dashboard is working now. If you want to look at my dashboard, homelab.sh, I threw up, you can look at the draw and stuff. It's not that interesting. I'm gonna kind of go. This was way back before I had all this stuff, so basically all I had was a PVE host and my UPS, and I just have connection speed. Why not? But right now I'm pulling 225 watts, which is my entire network, and then the Proxmox server pulls about 180-ish, maybe a little bit less. So I'm only using maybe 30% of what the wall plug can handle, which 15 amps is like 1800 watts converted, I think. 240 volt, 13 amps. Okay. So you got lower current, but you can handle higher voltage stuff. It'd be nice to have 240 because there's a lot of like PDUs and stuff, power bars. You can get 240 volt power bars that you can use, and some servers only take 240 volt plugs. But most of the time it's 240 volt 30 amp here. Like if I got a blade center or something like that, they take 30 amp 240 volt. Okay, network's done. Let's turn this on and see if it works. $230 volt, 16 amp. Everything's different. Why is Asterisk 13 recommended? Why? Probably just do the recommended just so I know it works. Graphical installation, VNC, serial, and VGA. We'll do both because I don't know which one actually works. FreePBX standard. Let's see what happens. Hello, MathBello FR and Felix. Netherlands is 230 volt, 50 hertz. Okay, ours are 60 hertz in North America. I do remember when I did this before, I had to take apart the network stuff just because I wanted to have 2 network adapters. Another thing, I have a Cisco IP phone. I wonder if I can. What's your record for people watching the stream? Yesterday we almost had, or not yesterday, Wednesday we almost had 40, which was way better than I thought. Yeah, US is 60 hertz. I don't know. It'd be nice to break 40. That'd be cool. Elastics for a PBX server. I've never used Elastics. Let's take a look at it while that's doing its stuff. Elastics. Well, it looks prettier. Is there a completely free version? Let's take a look, because maybe we'll install both today and see which one works better. And then I can do my tutorial based on which one I like better. Download. We can get a free license key. Let's see what their free license. FreePBX hosted edition. Okay. It's hosted on Google Cloud, OVH, or on premise. Android, iOS, Windows, Mac. Supported IP phones. I'm assuming it allows SIP phones. CentOS based, and it's free. Cool. I like CentOS. I like that word because I think FreePBX is based on FreeBSD, I think, and I'm not very familiar with that. Let's download it. Hopefully it doesn't mess with my stream. Download Elastics 5. We'll give her a try. 300 megs. That's not a whole lot. I don't need the key yet anyway. Is this done yet? VNC config. I don't care about that. Maybe I should have just did VGA. NTSC at 30 FPS 60 Hz because US uses interlaced frames, and PAL at 25 50 Hz. I knew the difference between NTSC and PAL. I didn't know it was because of the is it because the electricity is different there? Internet speeds, I've got 50 megs over 10, and that is the absolute fastest I can get. Internet plans in Canada are not, they're not ideal, and I live in a pretty populous city. Like, I'm in the greater Toronto area, so, you know, this day and age, a similar city in the US or a similar size city, like we have, I think there's like 7 million people in the GTA, you can get decent, you can get fiber for a decent price. But here basically only the new neighborhoods get fiber to the home, and higher than like 100 megs. I don't know if I can get Rogers here. I know in where I'm at, I can get Bell, Cogeco, and then I can get all those the Bell resellers, if you're familiar with them, like Start and Tech Savvy and stuff like that. I'm not like my oh, you're on Rogers with 1 gig down. The problem with I'm in an old building, so they've never upgraded the lines. So 50 megs is the max I can get up this building. How much do you pay for 150 on TELUS? And same with Steven, is that you? What do you pay for 1 gig? Because I've only seen it in like newer neighborhoods where like Bell offers their gig. I've never actually looked into Rogers because I've never been really a fan of it. You're not in a town and you get 1 gig Rogers? Fiber to the main, yeah. So I have Bell Fibe, which is fiber to the node. So I get fiber to the base of the building basically, but the building's old phone wires and stuff only support up to 50 megs. 140, yeah, that's a lot. I threatened to cancel with Bell, and they gave me like a 50% off deal or something for 2 years. So I'm only paying like $50 or something for my 50 megs. 144 seems pretty good for a gig though. Maybe once I move, I'll be able to get a little bit higher speeds. $90 is pretty good for 150. I know Bell has a package that's like that, but I just can't get it, so I don't look at it. Please manually connect your VNC client. Oh, well, I'm going to restart this and just do it with VGA. I've been sitting here waiting for this, like... Yeah, I wish we had that much choice. Basically, I have Bell and Cogeco as the only two I can pick from. Do we hit 40? That'd be pretty awesome. I see 37 on my thing, but 38. Yeah, you get a lot of choice. Oh, 1 second for 40. Well, that's cool. That's a pretty... I was never expecting to hit that anyway. 45 is like 50 plus. 45 pounds. I think 1 GB. Whoops, not 1. I can't type today. Yeah, it's almost two Canadian dollars for 1 pound. So like 45 pounds is $77. Booting from hard disk. I didn't install anything yet, did I? Okay, let's redo this. Let's do, where's my hard disk? Remove, delete, I'm on the wrong thing, or the right thing. Add hard disk. Oh, that was another thing I had to add to the server for it to work with, oh, storage. To work with the PCI passer, is I had to add an EFI disk. It was like 250 megs or something like that. Start it now and restart the installation. I'll just do VGA. Yeah, I just got a message on Discord from Poverty Panda. He was talking about Start. I was planning on moving to Start, and then I just got lazy because Bell basically matched the price. But I was gonna move to Start just so I could get the dedicated IPs. I can get static IPs. I was gonna get 3 of them or something like that, and I can actually host some stuff on my servers and separate them from my local network. But I didn't get around to it. Oh, okay, U equals Steven. Okay, just so I know who's talking. What do I got here? 10 gigabit Ethernet for €100 a month. That's insane. I don't know how you could use that. How much have I invested in my server rack? Let's switch to the rack view. I gotta think about it because I've been building this over like the past 3 or 4 years. I would say the switches were, a lot of it was from like local classifieds. Like the NAS, I think it totaled about $500 ish building the NAS with all the drives and everything. The LSI card was pretty expensive. The R710s I got for dirt cheap just because like I said last stream, the people you know, they'll hook you up when you know that when they know you're interested in stuff like this, they'll set stuff aside for you. So all those R710s I got for insane deal. The SAN stuff I bought for, it was $400 for the whole SAN setup plus 4 SAN switches, and me and my friend split on it. So each of us got an HP 4.8 SAN switch, which is in the rack at the very top, and then we also got an 8 gigabit SAN switch that was the 816 or 824, and I sold that on eBay because they were worth a lot of money, and I actually made money on that deal. So I bought those 3 shelves plus 2 SAN switches for $200, and I sold 1 SAN switch for $380 or something like that. So I made like $180 on that deal. And that's why I don't really care about not using them that much, because I really didn't pay money on them. The switches, one was 60, one was 40. The 210 and the 410 I got for like $100, I think $50 a piece. Yeah, you just look out for deals, and then the rack itself. The rack I bought for $150 off of some warehouse was getting rid of the rack for cheap, so $150, and I picked it up. It's got a door, but I leave the door off because I like the lights. What else do we got? Yeah, all the ISPs in UK, you can bargain with them. That's pretty good. To get your bill from Bell down or whatever, you just tell them that you're going to cancel and actually get to the process of, like, if you just say it and then you don't actually cancel, they won't do anything. But if you get to the point where you're about to disconnect, then they'll offer you some insane deals. Like my bill used to be like $114 a month, and they dropped it to $50 just so I wouldn't cancel and go to Start. 200 over 20 is pretty good still. Next home with fiber, 500, 500. Yeah, I'm hoping my next, when I move, I'll be able to get something like that. A DL380 for 15 pounds each. 380 G5. That's pretty good. I had some DL360s I paid 45 Canadian a piece for, and then I sold them I sold them for 50 a piece, so I actually made $5 a server on those. They were too loud, so I got rid of them. Sleeping next to the server rack, it's not that bad. I actually like the hum of it now, just because I'm used to it. And when if I go stay over at my parents' house for a night or something like that, it's harder to sleep without that constant white noise. The loudest things in there is the PoE switch, by far is the loudest. The R210 is a little bit loud too, but the 710s and everything else, I have Noctua fans in the NAS, so it's silent. If you guys are, I don't know, if you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, there's like a deals section. If you find deals that somebody might want or something, you can throw them in there. Yeah, some people. Yeah, I'm in an apartment, so I don't have a huge amount. I've got a 3-bedroom apartment, but I have 2 of my rooms rented right now. But one of them is, one room's gonna be available, and I'm gonna move my bedroom stuff in there, and then turn this one into a big office. How do I plan on moving it? The rack is actually on wheels, so I can just wheel it out. I'm gonna take out like anything with discs in it. I'll take out the NAS and anything that's not secure. And then I have a bunch of server boxes still. I kept a hold of them because the boxes are expensive, and I'll put them in boxes. I'm not too worried about moving that. I have a lot of other crap that was more of a pain in the ass. And let's actually go through this now that I'm just talking instead of doing what we're trying to accomplish today. So I'll install FreePBX first, and then I'll try this. Throw this in my ISO folder. Just so I have it. Here we go, installation summary. Oh, this is based on CentOS. This is the same as the CentOS installation screen. So what do we got? Network. Let's do our network first. ETH0, configure. I don't like DHCP, so I do static. 10.0.10. This is my server VLAN, and it's I just use the for my IP addresses. I use 112 just because it's ID 112. It just makes it easy, so I always know what the just use Google DNS because I don't have I really need to set up my own DNS at some point. But I just use Cloudflare, and I don't need my DNS stuff on here. I don't need static routes. Save, and we'll turn it on. And then let's change the host name as well. PBX 1. And then we'll do ETH1 is going to be the voice VLAN, which is 10.0.99, and we'll use the ID again. Netmask. Oh, I guess I can just use a number here. /24 10.0.99.1. And I'm pretty sure I have DHCP on 99 still. Does my phone have an IP? It does. Actually, I don't need a gateway on this because it is the second IP. And that should work. Both of those are on, so our network's done. Let's catch up on my... yeah, I plan on streaming a lot more often because it's going a lot better than I thought. I didn't think there would be that many people interested in watching me do stuff like this. And it actually gets me working on stuff instead of, you know, I could play video games all afternoon, or I could learning about elastics. I never would have thought about elastics until you told me about it, whoever that was. If I go up and ask who did it. Who was that? Jacer donated $3.12. Thank you, sir. I will buy lunch with that. I don't know when it pops up on the screen, but it made a noise, or it did it already. I might have just missed it. I can't see my screen very well. It's tiny. Yeah, I'm gonna try and stream. Honestly, with there's the new YouTube partner program or whatever, and they want their 4,000 hours a year. I'm already over that, but my watch time, the hours. Let's talk about YouTube analytics now. But the watch time spiked. Like I did like 200% my normal watch time after the stream. So I don't know. The streaming is helping me out in the watch time aspect. You're waiting for your place to be built in a place I like to call Springfield. Yes, you said elastics. Thank you, Math Palo. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Math Palo? Math Palo? But yeah, I never would have thought about using elastics before just because I'd never heard of it, and I already knew about FreePBX. So now I can see which one's better. Let's just make sure this is... That should be already correct. That's the installation media. Destination. That's correct. I think we're good to go. Don't create any mount points. No, I just want them automatic. Do it for me, please. No, just selected. Do I have to click on... Oh, that disk. Do it. I don't want to do manual partitioning. Oh, just selected. I want that one. Done. That's done. Oh, I didn't hit that. Automatically do my partitioning, because I don't care. I don't need to encrypt it. Sure. I don't know what... Just delete everything. I don't need that, Just wanted to do it. Failed it? Why? This is bugging me. Springfield is a company building houses. The location is called the Wisp. Starkey, you were the one from Scotland? I would love to build my own house. Eventually. See, I grew up on a farm, and I'm a farm kid, and I grew up in the country, and I'm not used to the city stuff, even though I've been here for a long time. I want to get back out in the country eventually. So the good thing about this career path, just in technology in general, unless you're doing like service desk stuff or like you're doing IT support where you need to physically be there, my job is 90% from home, so I don't actually have to live in the city. And as long as this one goes well, I'll be able to move back out somewhere, maybe find some land and build. with a RAID controller with SD-RAM error in the R710. Well, the RAID controller, depending on which RAID controller you have, there's a stick of RAM on the top, and you might that might be bad. I've never had that issue before, or even pull it out and see if it runs without it. I'm not sure if it'll even run without the RAM stick in it. But if you have the perk card, it'll have a stick of RAM on the top, and that might be toast. Is this done yet? Automatically do everything. Done. Failed to save storage. Okay, let's do it or do it ourselves then, I guess. Is that all I had to do? I want to go back. Okay, well, let's do LVM. I don't want to do this. Cancel and return. I want to go back. Let me out. Can I go back to here? No. Okay, there we go. It worked. I don't know what I did before. That's good enough. Done. Now accept changes. Begin installation. Let's do a root password. That's good enough. Root user. Asterisk is the user, I guess. And let's catch up on this chat. 90% stay at home, get into cloud computing. Basically, it's automating Azure. And that's what it's really the way. I had a couple offers for when I was in my recent job search, and all of them were that way. Like, it was, at least it had quite a bit of work from home in it, just because that's, companies are saving space on office space, and they can send you home with a laptop and basically anything that you want. Like, I have a budget on things to spend for my home office, and it's a lot cheaper than the square footage they would have to put me in an office, and I would also have to pay to go downtown all the time and stuff like that. So the 10% is going to be like meeting with clients and training and whatnot. Help desk for 10 years. End users, yeah, I did a little bit of that, and dealing with end users is the worst part about it. Some people like doing that and teaching people how to use technology, but it's hard. Let's create. Did I upload that? Let's upload the other ISO for elastics. It was a Debian. Web Apache server? I have one. Like, do you mean like do a tutorial on how to do it, or do it like stream it? Because it's pretty simple. I think I have Ansible scripts and stuff that'll do like a lamp stack in like 30 seconds. There's no forgot password link. Let's see if this is done. Okay, let's create another VM. We'll call it number 2. We're going to use Elastics. OS is Linux. Hard drive. We'll do 15 gigs again. CPU 2. Memory 4 gigs. Network VLAN 10. Use this so it's a nice name. Just go here and add a note. That's a FreePBX host, and then this one will be Elastics. And we just need to add a network card as well on bridge number 1 with VLAN 99. Yeah, I did one last night. Because I was putting together right now my homelab.sh, which I'm still happy I got that domain. This is just a Nginx thing. I put this page together in like 10 minutes. But I was installing WordPress last night so that I could do some actual write-ups of tutorials and stuff. I have like an internal wiki that I use to remember things, but I think I might turn them into actual articles, and you'll be able to see them here if you feel like it. But I put together, I don't know what they call it. Is it LEMP? I don't know. It was whatever the Nginx. It was Nginx, MariaDB, and PHP. And it took a little while. I'm not very good with like the reverse proxy stuff and setting up paths for, I don't even know what to call it, like the URLs that, just setting up the URLs so they work properly. That took me the longest amount of time to figure out. Photography, a little bit. I'm more into like cinematography, video kind of stuff, which I want to put more elements into my videos that use my my nicer camera and stuff like that. I just don't have the space really right now, because my server rack's basically back in a corner in my room, and I just have room in front of it, and that's it. So we'll wait for this thing to finish installing. Let's see if back before technology. In between my technology, first I was gonna go do some small engine mechanics. I wanted to work on dirt bikes and stuff when I was in high school, and then I switched to computer science. Before I did that, I was actually thinking about going to film school. It was expensive, and I knew that computer science and network engineering and stuff like that would pull me out of debt before film school would. So, but this is my 60D. It's kind of dated now, but it's what I use for photography and stuff. And then I've got like a 50mm prime lens, and I've got a 24mm and a 40mm, and my bigger one is like 17 by 85mm, all Canon stuff. Not sure if you're actually interested in photography as well, but that's what I got. I think I made a video a long time ago that goes over like all my camera equipment. Like, I've got a cool slider that I spent a decent amount of money, and I've never actually really used it for anything. Oh, you got the same one, same 60D. I was thinking about going mirrorless eventually, but the cameras are so expensive, and that's what I that's what I've got so far. I bought that a long time ago. Nice, you got a bigger room. I'm in. This room's okay. Basically what I want in here is I want to move my. I should probably turn the lights on actually, 'cause it's getting dark in here. Let's do that. Oh. Oh. 60D Canon, 550D, 5D Mark III. I would love to get a 5D, but you know, I put more money into server stuff and other hobbies other than my camera stuff. 60D works really well. The only problem with it is its crop sensor. It's not really a problem, I guess, but I don't know. I'd love to go full frame eventually. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the room size. This room's pretty big. It's like, say, 4 meters by 4 by 6 meters, maybe. So like, maybe a little less than that. Maybe 5 meters, 4 by 5. I don't know. I don't do meters. I can't even think of in feet. But this basically is going to turn into a big office. Like, behind me, the server rack's over there. I'm going to turn it once my bed's out of here. I'm going to turn it so I can get at the sides and the back freely, basically, and then I'll have more room to set up cameras. And, oh, you're a Nikon guy. Yeah, that's Nikon glass. If I was going full photography, I don't know, I think the Nikon lenses would be, Center sounds bad, but got very wide lens for it. Yeah, I've got my widest is, well, my bigger lens does 17 mil, but I've got a prime 24 mil. That's my widest prime lens. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to set up like my tripod, my slider, and all that stuff in here once my bed's out of the way, because I've got a desk that goes, it goes across my, like, from here over. A desk that goes across the entire wall. So I've got my setup on one side and my girlfriend's setup is on the other side. And she's got like her gaming PC and 2 monitors over there. And then I want to get a workbench in here as well. But you know, hopefully in the next couple months I can do that, and then I'll be moving. I'll be moving within 6 months. So I'll have a bigger place. I'm going to move into a townhouse. Forgot about Metric and Imperial. FreePBX is still installing. $1.3 years. Yeah, you got a little ways. I've been in this apartment for 3-ish years now, I think. Or it's coming up on the beginning of my 4th year here. And then I'm hoping to get no more roommates, because I'm tired of living with other people. And then get something where I can have my office separate, and then hopefully a basement so that I could put server, like build my little data center in the basement or something like that, and have room to work. Even have a garage so I can start collecting tools, because right now I have such a limited supply of tools, and I just don't have anywhere to put them. Well, FreePBX is installing. Let's start up Elastics and see how it goes. I think we're good to go on this. How's the our usage? Now we're not using a whole lot of. I think I gave the Windows server like 16 gigs or something like that, but we're not using a whole lot of the hardware on here. Yeah, I don't measuring things like I go centimeters, millimeters, and stuff like that. I don't know. Canada's metric, but then I have a lot of American friends, so I kind of use both. So like for measuring a room, I would use feet just because I can visualize that in my head. Meters are bigger, and I don't know. Elastics. Let's do a graphical install because we can see. It's one reason why I like CentOS is the install, like what we were doing before on FreePBX, the pre-install thing. I can set up like all the network and stuff like that beforehand. It's really easy. Primary network interface. We are going to use that one, and I'm going to set it up. I'm not using DHCP. Let's do manual configuration. IP address 10.0.10.113. That's the right netmask. That's the right gateway. Let's use that for name servers. Hostname FreePBX. Number 2. Domain name. I don't have a domain. I'm going to use a domain. English. United States. Root password. Set that up. Time zone, Eastern. Yeah. He said it was CentOS, and I'm like, the thing says Debian. Either way, I'm impartial. I just like CentOS because I know more commands and stuff in CentOS than I do in Ubuntu or Debian. All files in one partition. CentOS version 3 and 4. Never used 5. Okay. This is their new version. I guess they switched to Debian. For some reason, I felt like FreePBX used to be Debian, and they switched to, or they used to be FreeBSD. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know if it was true or not. I know nothing about FreeBSD. Is this done yet? I'm getting ads already. That's another thing I don't like about FreePBX is they shove the paid stuff in your face and you can't really get rid of it. Maybe Elastics, I don't know. From the Elastics website, it looks a lot prettier than FreePBX as well. FreePBX is kind of ugly. It's just it's better than writing a dial plane yourself, because that's, I don't know. It's not complicated. It's just a pain. when you can click a few things and it does it for you. Hey Schnurly, is that how I pronounce your name? Is that correct? How's it going? I remember you from last time. Seems like we have quite a few new people here as well, or not necessarily new to the channel, but new to the stream. If y'all didn't know, we've got a Discord server set up, and it's not just based on my stuff, but it's going to be like a general Homelab Discord where you can go and talk about your stuff, and there's a channel to take pictures of your setups and show off and ask questions about problems you have. I think there should be a link in the description, and if not, there is a link on the newest video. I should add that. I added it to my defaults, but should add it to my let's do a redirect. Well, I'm waiting for this. Can I do that in Cloudflare? I'll set up like a homelab.sh/discord, and it'll redirect to the invite link just so it's easier to type than the actual link. You are watching the FBI. Thank you for watching. Getting scrutinized by the FBI. Create a page rule. Okay. Then forward URL. And I need the invite link. Do you think to make something about deep learning in the future? I don't know a whole lot about AI, but I would be interested in doing something. Maybe I'll stream something. I don't know what I can do in Homelab that relates to AI without going crazy in depth. But I do know that the Google Compute platform, they have a new API I don't think it's out yet, but you can use their neural network for your ideas, and maybe I'll do something with that eventually. See if that worked. It does, cool. Let's add that. Federal Bureau of Interwebs. Editor. Let's go to this scene. We'll add some text. Let's do okay, maybe I won't do text, maybe I'll do an image or something. Either way. Oh, and our thing is done now. I'll do that later. If anyone's interested, let's do, throw it over here. If you go to that, that'll give you the Discord. Okay, now back to, is FreePBX done? Okay, he wants to reboot. We'll do that. I guess we're gonna do two at once here. Welcome to the that's a 3CX configuration tool. Using a web browser or from command line. You do it from a web browser. Launch this. Can I copy paste? No, I can't. Okay, so throw it over here just so I can see what I'm doing. 10.0.10.113 port 5015. There we go. Let's throw this back over here. Oops. Good morning, Benjamin. I've since you were doing so much work on the Discord server last night, I actually modded you. Oh, okay, you already replied. You were welcoming people and helping people out, and seems to know more about Discord than I do. Let's create a new install. Oh, I guess we do need this license key. What's 3CX? Is this different? Did this company take over Elastics? I don't want to put in my information. Well, let's throw that over here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they got bought out by this. It says on the Elastics page. Yeah, I was just gonna make like a. Well, the thing is, when you sign up for stuff like this, like even Cisco and like VM and stuff like that, they'll call you and try and sell you stuff, and it's annoying, especially when I just want to use it for Homelab stuff. I'm not gonna buy it. You'll need to verify your email address. Okay. I guess we could do FreePBX for now, which I think is done, which actually I think we should be able to go to 10.0, 10.1.12, and we got FreePBX. Cool. Let's do admin. Password. Good enough. Admin email. Do I need that? Can I create it without it? Okay, no. Just put that over here for now. Okay. We'll do that later. Okay, you sent me. So that's the old elastics. And give that a try as well. We'll try all of them, why not? I know FreePBX is pretty easy, so we go in here and I want to turn off autofill in Chrome. Just so I don't accidentally show stuff off that I don't want to be shown. Yeah, that's alright. I'm still going to try this out because it still could be good. It just looks like they got bought out or something. Do I want to activate it now? Activation is optional. No, I don't want it. See, this is what I was talking about at FreePBX. They'd like throw this crap in your face. Again. I don't want anything. That looks good. Firewall is now enabled. It's fine. I had problems with this firewall last time. Yes, we'll trust this. Is your current network trustworthy? Enable. I don't need the firewall on right now. Asterisk IP settings. No, I'll do that. Yep, never get away from ads. See, now they want me to do SIP station. No, I don't want that either. Go away. There we go. Finally. So it kind of gives you a checklist of everything that's running. Critical errors found, just I don't have the firewall on, or I didn't register my system. Let's start by making. I think all you need to do is to get started is start with. I just need to make an extension. Go to extensions. I want to do a new extension, and I don't remember ChanSip or PJSip. I have to do both. I don't remember what my phone is set up to do. Let's see what the port number is, and I can figure it out. ChanSip is using a non-zero, so I think this is the one that I used before. User extension is 105. Display name. Let's do that. Outbound CID. Oh, caller ID. It's fine. We'll leave it blank for now. Oh, the secret is a thing. This is one problem, I think. Let's pull the phone off the wall and see if let's put the stand on here. See what I have in here for the secret and everything. There we go. You can also do it with FreePBX, or not FreePBX, Xlite. Let's set up an extension for that. We'll get the hard phone set up first since it's easy. Oops, and I hit enter by accident. And that's what came up last time. And I didn't read what it said. I just hit OK. One problem with having a server rack in my room is I don't have to turn my heat on because it heats my room pretty damn good. And my PC is pretty warm as well. Just open my window a bit. It has expired. Check for updates. I don't want to download it again. I'll use the version on my phone, I guess. I think I have the app. Oops. Or I have VoiPer. That's my SIP client. Config accounts test. Oh, I have to set up the other interface as well. We'll leave all that the same. Just hit that for now, and I can change stuff later. And then I need to, let's go to dashboard. With OwnCloud? No, I don't. Check it out though. Last cloud configure. Looks pretty cool. So it's like your own like Google Docs kind of thing. I'll look into that at some point. Let's write that down on my sticky note. New interface detected. Activity. Where's my interfaces? Is that in here? The only problem with the FreePBX dashboard is like I can't find anything. That stuff's not what I'm looking for. Gotta be in here. So like a general settings. Config edit. Maybe that's it. No, that's not it. Nextcloud. Never heard of Nextcloud either. Seems like there's a lot of oh, settings. I was already looking in here. Oh, there it is. Where's my other interface? Do I have the other one? Do I have pure host name here? So I think I need to. This is what I had happen before. So I want both interfaces to work. I'll do this one later. Into Elastics. Download that in the background. 2017. Let's get this. Be nice, I think. Maybe it'll be, I don't know, so it's local, like you local host that stuff. So would it be good for replicating data across two different, like maybe it's an easy way to have like offsite storage or something like that. I don't know, it's not admin, it's, I do root. There we go. It's actually SSH to this, so I can use my console. I think I have PBX. Let's edit this. Or maybe I just set it with one interface. I don't remember how I did it last time. So now what I don't remember is how the network sets up in here. I don't remember if I had to do it manually or not. Maybe we'll just give it one IP and that's it. Am I able to just open command prompt? That's up and running. 0.99 dot 101. Oh, I'm not doing ping. I don't remember what my phone's IP address is. So I can get to that. Okay. So let's just give the PBX an address on the 99 VLAN. Is it sysconfig on this? This is CentOS. No, we got networks. Let's see, not a directory. Oops. Okay, that's not what I want. Can I run Crisis? Minecraft even better. What do we got? Unless I can do it from the this. Probably not. Let's Google it. Look, admin, and go to system admin. So do I have to activate this? Okay, well, let's activate this thing. See what that does. Just for the fun of it. And because I have an IP phone, why not? I need to system registration. Can I do it from here? Is there a search? Yeah, there is. Okay. That doesn't seem to do anything. I'll probably do this not. I think I need an account to do it. Okay, let's do this through the OS. With that topology update, can you... Yeah, I can do that. The network's not too complicated. I'd have to pull it up on Google. It's under system admin. That's where I was. Except I apparently have to register. Oh, activation. Okay, you're right. Activate. Sure, let's do it. I create an account. I didn't do this last time. Cool. I got. I was able to create an account without actually putting any information in. I like that. Location name is optional. Activate. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought. Oh, and it's got to give me more ads. Hold on. And it's good through 23rd of January 2030. Okay, so now if we go to system admin, okay, cool. So that's done. Bring that back over here. So now we can actually change the network settings mid doing stuff. So I do need to change. Why is it DHCP? We want static. We're gonna do 99, 12. Do 99. Start automatically. That should work. We'll save and apply. It's gonna kick us out. You can hear that? Yeah, there was a bunch of geese going by. I want my window open. It's actually really warm today. Hey Google, how cold is it? It's 3 degrees Celsius. It's over 0. It's not bad. So I think it kicked me out now. And I just need to go to here. It's actually just want to make sure it says what IP. So the IP took, log out. I think this is the problem I had last time. It wouldn't let me do with multiple IPs. Options, no. Hardware. We don't need this one anymore. And we will edit this one. And we're going to do trunk, and we're going to do VLAN 99, hit OK. And that should fix it immediately. Now if we go 10, 0, 99, 112. There we go. That was easy. You can do it. Not sure why it's taking so long to log me in. After this, all there is left really is getting this phone set up. So I think I'm able to look at the secret. I wonder if there's a plugin actually. This probably shouldn't be something I look up now. Wow, there is a thing. Okay. So next stream, I found there's a there's a way that I can use my phone as like a webcam and stream it straight to OBS, and then I can actually show you guys what I'm looking at. And like right now I could show you the screen that I see on the phone. So I can see what my configuration is, because I really don't want to set up this thing again. If I can even find it, because I don't remember where I stored the stuff for this. Because to update the yeah, get a GoPro. I have a GoPro, I think. That'd be interesting. Actually, that'd be really cool for doing stuff in the rack. I think I would have to set up some sort of cable thing that'll go down my back, or wireless video, I don't know. It's a really old GoPro though. You can load PBX, come on. There we go. One user's offline, so that was my 105. Let's see if I can find my configuration file for. I have two of these open. Come at it with a headlamp. Look like a mine worker. See if I can find my. Did I put it in here? That would make sense to put it in this folder. But of course I did not. Search for Cisco. So I know there's a config file somewhere. If I open Notepad, it will have it in the recents. It does not. So it's, in order to configure Cisco phones, you have to set up a TFTP server and push configuration files to it, and it's a pain in the ass to do. I basically set up like a, I have a small, just like a 5-port or an 8-port dumb switch, and I set up my own little network to TFTP config files to this phone, and it's set up. All I need to do is get the secret and stuff that I used when I did it, and I don't know if I can find it on here. See if I can go through the settings and find it. User preferences, maybe that's in it. It's background. No, it's not that. Security configuration? I would assume that it's not going to show me the password. Media configuration, QoS. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing there. Where would I have saved that? Switch over to this just so you can look at the fancy lights. Just do a system-wide search. Search for SIP. Wait, TFTP shows up in, I think it's C, TFTP root. There we go. I found it. I did it. What does the config file look like? I think it's this one. lot of trash in here. There we go, I found it. Oh, but the proxy's wrong. No, I might have to actually set up a... Okay, well, I'll have to do this later. I'll do this in the actual tutorial video because I gotta remember how to do it all. Something smells like air freshener. It's weird. When you order server parts and get tons of boxes to open. Oh yeah, I love that. I actually just set up... Why is this on fire? Okay. Let's set this up with FreePBX is a it's a SIP IP phone, like VoiP server, basically. Let's set up an extension for our let's do p or chansip. Do user extension 101 because why not? Test. That doesn't matter. That's our secret. Use a custom username. We're gonna just call it test. Let's switch this over here so you can see what I'm doing. And oh yeah, I always do that when I order stuff from China, like off eBay or something, and it takes like 40 days to get here. I always forget that I ordered it, and then I get stuff in the mail, and then it's like a surprise because I don't remember what I ordered. And that's the password. Submit. Hopefully I can look at that again, and we'll open Xlite. Let's update Xlite so I can actually show you guys what I'm doing. What does this mean? Okay, no, I don't want to do that. Let's download the new Xlite. I want... Oh, they changed their site. No, I don't want to do that. And we've got the new elastics downloaded. We'll do that at some point. Let's put that in my ISOs folder so I know where it is. I get my cables from Monoprice just because it's basically the cheapest you can get, and then the shipping to Canada is not too bad. Oh, there was another. Actually, there was a cable website. What was it called? Prime Cables. So if you're in Canada, take note. This is a good place to get cables. I got a ton from them. Shipping's not bad. They ship to Canada. You spend $50, you get free shipping. Works pretty good, and also you can buy ink from them. I didn't know about this, and I used to get stuff from Monoprice, and then I'd get it shipped to like across the border, and then it would like I use what's it called, cross-border pickups. So I ship it to New York, like Buffalo area, and then they bring it across to Toronto, and then I can go pick it up, or they'll send it to me. Works out pretty well. It's pretty cheap. I think it's like $7 or something per package. Let's install this. I've got a ton of cables now. I made a huge order. So basically this is a similar way you'd set it up on IP phones. But it's just like a software client. I'll have to remember how to push config files to the wait. FreePBX pushes... I'm pretty sure FreePBX has its own TFTP server. So I remember doing that. So we might do that. Hopefully this doesn't steal my audio. Account settings. Oh, it still has my old stuff in here. Okay, so we'll do, we said 101, 99, it's 112, 50, 60, it's actually 50, 5160. The password is that. Display name, authorization name, I think is the username. Sure. See if that works. Could not be enabled. Unknown error, that's helpful. There's a thing that came up there. Is it just because? Oh, let's hold on. Don't need voicemail. 99, 112, 5160. Password I set. Maybe the display name is. Needs to be the username. I don't know what that means. I think we might have to set the proxy to our if it doesn't enable. Yeah, when you buy stuff when you're I do that a lot with Amazon. It's nice in the Toronto area now. Amazon basically does one day or same day shipping on almost everything. So as long as you spend over $20 or $25 or something like that, you'll get it the next day. So usually I wake up on a Saturday and oh yes, Azusu B. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I did not apply. Did I even submit this yet? I thought I did. You actually, I forgot. Well, the last time I was doing this, I always forgot to do that. Is it not working? Let's go admin. Apply config. Did that work, or is there something that's wrong? Truck equals drunk. Undefined. Well, now what? Why is this not working? Got an issue with this thing, I guess. Console. Let's just restart it. I could spell properly. Okay, I guess I can't restart from that. Oh, it's reboot. Never mind. I'm dumb. I don't know if it timed out or something. I don't know. We'll restart it. You could use it anyway. But Ayusu B, you were absolutely correct. Oh, and this is available, so it worked? What? Can I call myself? Can you hear that? Is that coming through desktop audio or something? Well, we'll call ourselves. Or 101 is the thing. Well, it can't work right now. I'm dumb. Can't work right now because the server's not on. Now it's on. 10, 0, 99, 112. You can't hear it. Oh, my bad. It wasn't showing up on my, it must have been desktop audio too, because I wasn't scrolled down far enough. Yeah, the bars were, it wasn't, the bars weren't showing up, and it was really loud. So I just assumed you guys couldn't hear it. Why can't I reach this? Can I, am I still connected here? Alright, can't be. Start session. Am I getting an issue with the firewall? You know, FreePBX was a pain last time. Firewall. Ping the phone. Can't ping the server. You know what? You better enable that stupid firewall. This happened to me last time. Oh no. It's here. Trialed Amazon Prime free delivery, but when a bill came, oh yeah. So yeah, if you don't use Prime, I use for students in Canada anyway. It's like half price for Prime, so I've been using it forever. Okay, so everything seems to be working. Cannot connect to *Y. Did it save my... Oh, okay. So asterisk isn't started. I might have to actually restart. Asterisk. I use Amazon Prime all the time. 120 pounds for Prime though? That seems incredibly a huge amount. I think just the standard Amazon Prime in Canada is I think it's like 69 bucks or 70 bucks, 79 bucks. I don't know. It's not over $100 though. In the US it's 99. Why is this not being working properly? See if well, the firewall's not stopping it. This one anyway. This is exactly the same problem I had last time I tried to use FreePBX, where I would sometimes not be able to hit the interface. Oh yeah. Yeah, they have the trial period, and then if you forget to cancel, then they just charge you. Well, let's install this other, not 3CX. Let's stop this. FreePBX is being a pain. And we'll do the same for this, where we'll just get rid of hardware. Let's delete the disk. And we'll delete this network device. Set this one to the trunk, and we'll give it VLAN 99. And we'll add a new hard drive. Here, 15 gigs. And then we just need to change this to the other Elastic server, which I haven't uploaded yet. Which is called Elastics. Just random boxes on eBay. There's an auction I do locally around here that's like, it's returned items from Amazon. This company just buys like containers of returned stuff from Amazon, and you can bid on it and get it for like 10% of the regular cost, but sometimes my address, my email address, or my actual address? Because that'd be inconvenient. What was it, on a box or something? I'll fix that. Oh yeah, nice. I've got a... Okay, I'll have to fix that. But that can be done easily. YouTube has like a blur tool now, so I'll just unlist that and I'll do that after the stream. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. That's what I get for leaving boxes with shipping labels lying around. No, you're the first to mention it. Oh, you're down in Windsor? I haven't been that way in quite a while. It's not that big of a deal. What was I doing? I set that up and I uploaded the new file for Elastics. Okay, let's start this and install this and then see if FreePBX will come back. Let's see what it's doing. Destination unreachable. Why? It's gotta be the... Downloaded the stream. It's not in the stream. Oh, you download. Oh, you archive. So you're gonna archive my stream. Sounds like a good idea. Stream will be available to watch on YouTube later. Time zone. Not that one. We're going over here. Done. Why is this bigger than normal? Keyboard, US English, good. That's good. Network, we'll do the network. Oops, 24, gateway 10.0.991. Good enough, save. Good old weak password. Don't care. We'll call this. I don't know, what user do we want? Elastics. Why not? Make administrator. Using the same password. I don't need to do that. 1.6 terabytes of YouTube videos. Yeah. If you ever lose your internet for a few days, you can watch your archive stuff. Hey guys, just thought I'd, oops, didn't mean to click on that, clicked on my own video. Hey guys, stop it, there we go. .4K video downloader. There used to be, I had a Chrome plugin that was good for doing that. For using to grab a video and then cut it up and edit it into something else. or for saving music back in the day before Spotify. Almost done. Go check out the Discord. I haven't been in there in a little while. Keep vid? Yeah, I think that's what it was. Proxmox is 100% free and lets you have all of the tools, everything. Everything is unlocked. There's no there's nothing blocked like clustering and stuff like that like in ESXi. So that's one reason why I like to use it. I see that. It's good. Let's switch to the rack view. I'm gonna get a better camera for that at some point, and maybe extra angles. That'd be neat. Put my capture card in. Because this the camera that I'm using right now is not a very high resolution. I think it's like a 720p camera. I was just using YouTube to add some blurs to my no, it's not working anymore. Add some blurs to my video since somebody pointed out my address was there. Hey guys, just thought I'd stop it. Hey guys, just I use the latest version of Proxmox. Just whatever the latest stable version is, and you're good. MySQL root password. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the version. It's whatever, it'll say on the website, whatever the latest stable version is when you hit the download link. Does Elastic use FreePBX? I guess let's try and connect to Elastics. Well, this is already a lot prettier. I think it was admin was the default. There we go. Don't need an Elastics account, hopefully. Well, this is a lot prettier. Let's see what we got here. Generic SIP device. Let's do that. User extension 101. Display name test. Don't need that. SIP alias test. Can all stay default. I don't care about that stuff. Don't need that. Let's do account settings, and we'll do 13. Whoops. And I don't know what the port's going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be regular SIP. Grab the secret. See if that's good to go. So we added that extension, test 101. Let's apply the config. So it looks like this is based on FreePBX. It's just kind of like a layer on top. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Here we go. It's currently reloading. So it was just some generic SIP stuff. Adding. Not sure what port it's going to be. I'm going to assume it's default port. We'll hit that. 13. I don't think I need to do that, but we'll see. Probably not that then. There we go. Account enabled. Let's see if it shows up in here. Make sure I did everything properly. System. SIP extensions, 0 registered. I'm not sure if the soft phones like to register or not. Let's try and call our... Oh, that's louder. I forgot about that. Sorry about that. Okay, so it didn't work. Let's actually open Wireshark again and see what should be this address. IP address is that one. And we'll do... Let's turn off the volume on this. Preferences. Alerts and sounds. Let's disable sounds. Oh, I didn't disable that. Now, let's see what our SIP stuff did. Let's bring Wireshark down here. So you can see we got an invite and then we got an unauthorized. I think the username is just going to be 101. Then we got a forbidden. At least we got a reply back from the server. See if we can turn off dial volume. Graphical SIP. We don't need that. Oh, test. Oh, okay. Where is that? Preferences. Oh, there we go. There we go. Thank you, Syntoser. I don't remember what I put in here. Not users, PBX. Configuration, extensions. Did I give it a... Okay, wait. Gave it an extension. Direct and dialing. I think that's what DID means. I don't remember. I don't need that though. 283. 5060 is the right port. Everything looks okay. No, it's gotta be the extension. 13. So got unauthorized Y. From SIP 101 all ID 1. I might not have copied the password properly. Let's also do this. No, it'll work when you dial yourself. It'll just ring. It'll ring on this as I'm calling myself. I'm just trying to get it to bind to the server, and I don't remember exactly how to do it. Just make sure it doesn't blacklist something as well. En route to en route. Yeah, I like the interface of Elastics. If it all depends on your upstream SIP provider. They give you a rate based on where you're calling. I would check out Twilio because they have like a cost breakdown of everything. I think most calls are like a fraction of a cent per minute. Okay, so from what I see, that needs to be there. User ID is the extension. It's 101. Domain. Port 5060, that should be correct. Password's in there. That should work. let's go through this. I found a thing. If you need help, be free to ask. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. It's a lot more configuration stuff than. Let's just change the secret to something simple, just so I know. Password. Just so I know what I'm putting in there, just in case I'm like, I don't know, pacing wrong. Can reinvite? No. Voice dynamic. That's for SIP. Qualify yes. Okay, so we need to set this up as well to allow codecs. We'll do disallow all, and then we'll use whatever this guy's got for codecs. I think Xlite uses ULaw. Now we can add ALaw and stuff like that in. Dial SIP 101. Mailbox, that's fine. And all that stuff should be good. Submit. 2 letters and 2 numbers. Okay. Password 123. We'll apply the config. Now we'll go through what they got for Xlite as well. Account settings. Display name. Test authorization name. Oh, so this needs to be the extension. So that's probably what I've got where it's wrong. And then we'll change the password to password 123. And that should work. Hey, there we go. We got notifies and subscribes, and there we go. So that's what I was doing wrong. Then I guess the display name just needed to be the extension. Call busy. Maybe they don't allow that anymore. So I'm gonna actually, I'll do it on my phone because I have a VoiP thing on here. Just configure that quickly because this one's about the same as Xlite. And then let's see if I can call myself. Actually, I should probably add an extension as well. Let's add a new extension. Generic SIP, submit. 102. Display name. Give it my name. SIP alias. Don't think any of that matters. Host is 113. Password is going to be the same password. Authentication user is going to be 102. That should be it. we'll do the same thing as the other one, where we need, where am I? Where's the secret? Secret's here. Password 123. That's fine. Where's the allow? And just hit submit for now. And then go back to that one just to see. Let's do disallow all. And we'll do the same thing. That actually might be the problem why we didn't get a call go through the other time. What did he have? With Elasticsearch, are you able to use PoE phones rather than your computer X-Lite? Yeah, but I need to, my PoE phone, I need to find the config files and stuff I had for it. It's somewhere on my computer, and then I need to set up a TFTP server. This might actually have a TFTP server built in, which would be pretty cool. Flash operator panel, what's that? Oh, that's not what I want. Tools. This is all Astra stuff. System maybe. I know FreePBX had a thing where, let's go to the dashboard now that we have that stuff done. Oh, I need to hit apply config as well. Do I have to go back to the PBX thing to do that? Yeah, I do. Okay, apply. I need to set up TFTP and remember how to set up the config files because it's not set up for the server. What I should have done is use the same IP as my old one, and then everything would work. See if that'll register. Oops, oops. Do establish. Service unavailable. Subscriber absent. Okay, that's correct. Why is this not registering? Back here and just look at that. Okay, I was just wondering because I need to get my CCNA certification and buy a kit off eBay. A lot of the stuff you can do for CCNA you can do with GNS3. Like, I guess not really the switching part of it, but switching is not that difficult. I guess Cisco switches are pretty cheap anyway, but for like the all the routing you can do in GNS3. Is VoiP even really that big of a part of CCNA? Oh, you know what? I might not be able to do this because I'm on my regular VLAN that probably doesn't have access to this. Let's see what my rules are for this. I would assume this is probably why. VLAN 2. Yeah, okay. So I just need to disable this rule. If I change this, that'll probably fix that. There we go. Account's ready. That was the problem. I was blocking myself with the so now if I do 101 call. Yay! Except it's not ringing, but look, there's this. Hello. Hello. I can end the call. Let's ring my phone. Yeah, I didn't think VoiP was part of it. Oh, okay, so I need to set up TFTP on the CentOS machine. Maybe that was the same with FreePBX. I'm not 100% sure. I just remember I had it set up on there. Yeah, let's call my phone. 102. It's ringing. Hello. Okay. That's pretty neat. Okay, I think I like Elastics better than FreePBX. I think they're based on the same thing though, just because when I was installing this, it had a thing where it asked for my FreePBX admin password. Oh, unembed FreePBX. I'm not authorized apparently. Either way, it works. And I like this interface better, and the dashboard looks cooler. So I think I'm gonna probably use this for the tutorial. And I just need to get TFTP working and set up my. I'll show you what it looks like for the. This is the config file for the for the Cisco phone. There's a lot of garbage in here, and most of it is not important. It's like settings on the phone and stuff, but the zip lines is the important part. And then so feature ID, feature label, that shows your line, the number, your display name. This is the proxy to the server, so that'll be 113. The port's the SIP port. What else do we got? Auto answer. It's all these features and stuff. Auth name is what you actually use to connect. And then you got your secret. None of those. This stuff's not important. Stuff's just preference, I guess. There's a bunch of other things you can add to this. I'm not an expert in Cisco phones at all. I just know how to make it work on SIP, and that's about it. Your time stuff here, and you also it was such a pain in the ass to get this phone to SIP because you have to download the firmware, and Cisco only gives you a certain amount of firmware. Like only certain versions are available publicly without a Cisco account, and then freebie. I would say Elastics. This is what I'm using right now, is Elastics. FreePBX looks like junk, and isn't working for me for some reason. Let's see if it'll load now. I can also close Wireshark now. Also, learning how to use Wireshark is super handy. So if you guys have never used it before, it's a network. It captures packets and analyzes them. And so I have right now. I've filtered the IP address to the PBX. And then I want SIP protocol. And then, you can see stuff like when I was having problems earlier, we could see unauthorized and forbidden. We were getting unauthorized because we had a setting wrong, that the extension wasn't in the auth name. And then once we got it to register, so this is what it's trying to register. And we know we're making a connection because we're getting an answer back from the server. Where's our actual successful register? So that'd be back, where's notify? Notify. So we got the register request going from the Xlite to the server. And then the options, I don't remember. It's been a long time since I looked at SIP. But I think options just give the server so it knows what it's capable of, I think. I'm not 100% sure what options is. Then we got OK, one binding. So we're actually registering to the PBX, and then we get notify saying that it's registered, and then we're good to go. I don't know what that was from. And then let's see if we can see, actually we won't see the other one, but we'll see like our ringing. So this is us calling out. So that's SIP stands for Signal Initiation Protocol, I believe. And what SIP does is it just signals the phone, like it's what causes it to ring. Once you pick up, you get a so ringing, and then you get an OK, and then this acknowledges. I think this is an ACK from address. I think this ACK is from picking up. And then it goes over to RTP. Nope. Does it not use RTP? It uses... should use RTP. RTPS maybe? RTP is real-time transport. Okay, we got some. It's just not showing up properly, I guess. Okay, there we go. RTP is working. So this is, it just took a while because it was loading all this stuff. RTP is real-time transport protocol. Real-time transport protocol, I think. I always forget that these acronyms. RTP. Yeah, real-time transport protocol, and SIP is session initiation protocol, not signal. So basically, what SIP is the one that signals a phone to do something, and then RTP is what actually transmits your voice. So, and it's, you can see here just by looking at it. This is from server to 101, which is our phone. We're not seeing the other side, but on the other side there's a session between the server and my cell phone as well. And we can see that we're using G711 is the protocol that we're using, and that's what's transmitting the voice data is RTP. It took a little while, but we finally made it. I don't need that. Oh, FreePBX is working again for some reason, but this is the FreePBX interface. My knowledge has no bounds. It's not really the knowledge about this stuff. Like you can learn about these protocols and stuff like that. Like I just had a college course like 2 years ago or something on SIP and RTP and stuff when we were playing around with SIP stuff. But you can learn about it pretty easily. And like this stuff, like I didn't remember how to install this before today. The last 3 hours have been basically messing around with these two, trying to get them to work, and I've got this one working now. So we can see now we have two registered SIP extensions. So that's the two. That's Xlite. And why is that still there? I don't know why that didn't end. So that's probably a setting that wasn't set properly, where it doesn't automatically end when I hang up with my phone, because it wasn't, my phone didn't have it going still. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to use Elastics for the tutorial. Thank you, Math Below, for for showing me the way. This is a lot more user friendly, I think, than FreePBX, just because the menu is nice and responsive, and FreePBX is like just menus of, it just like spews out menus at you. Yeah, you just kind of, I don't know, look at, I just googled Xlite elastics, and some forum post had a bunch of settings to try, and that's what got me to finally realize that the authorization username wasn't the actual username, it's the extension. So it's just kind of the wording. That's why it wasn't working earlier. But I think that's going to be it for today. I'm getting just call you Math. That works. I'll call you Math. I'm getting a sore throat from talking for so long. I'm not used to this. I don't normally talk this much. But yeah, I got a basis set up for the next video that I'm going to put out. And yeah, if you guys haven't, join the Discord, and people will help you set stuff up. We've got quite a few members there already. We set it up last night, and we've already got, like, I think 22 people in there so far, and a couple hundred messages already. You can go show off your hardware, post some pictures, and ask for help, post some memes, whatever you feel like. Yeah, go with the version 4 and not 5, because at 5 it looks like Elastics got bought out by some company, and now they have their stuff all over it. I don't know, I still might try the new version just to see what it looks like, but it looks like you have to make an account on their website and stuff like that. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. The video will be available on YouTube, and if you haven't watched my new video, it's out as well. And I think that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the Discord. Also, thanks Blink and Jacer for the donations as well. Was not expecting that. Thank you. See you later.